Okay. First of all, I'm going to go over this problem with substitution, then I'm going to solve it using elimination. When you solve for substitution, remember you either have to get it in y equals or x equals. Solve for one of the variables. So in this case, I'm going to use this one for y equals. I'm going to get 2x plus y equals 6. So I'm going to subtract the 2x. And I get y equals negative 2x plus 6. Once you solve for a variable, what you're going to do is you're going to plug it in right here. So instead of y minus 8x equals 1, I'm now going to substitute this in right here. And I'm going to have negative 2x plus 6 minus 8x equals 1. Remember, when you plug it in, always put a parenthesis around it just in case there's a negative out front. So now I'm going to combine like terms. I get negative 10x plus 6 equals 1. I'm going to solve for x, which is minus 6. I get negative 10x equals negative 5. When I divide by negative 10, I end up getting, right here, x is equal to positive 1/2. Now once you have solved for that variable, you've got to plug it back in to one of these two original equations in order to find out what y is. So I'm going to use 2x plus y equals 6. I'm going to plug it in right here. So 2 times 1/2 plus y equals 6. Half of 2 is 1. And 1 plus what number is 6? Well, that means y is going to equal 5. Therefore, it's 1/2 comma 5 is my solution. Alright, now I'm going to use the same two problems, and I'm going to use elimination. Alright, so 2x plus y equals 6. Y minus 8x equals 1. Right? First thing you got to do is make sure you line them up. Alright, so I'm going to keep this as 2x plus y equals 6. I'm going to flip these two around and make that negative 8x plus y equals 1. Now in this case, notice my y is already 1. So I'm going to multiply this one by negative 1. And I end up getting negative 2x minus y equals negative 6. Bring this over, I don't change it at all, so negative 8x plus y equals 1. Now, what I'm going to do is, since my y's are now opposites, I'm going to add. And when I do that, y's cancel out. I'm left with negative 10x equals negative 5. Divide by negative 10. And I got x equal to 1/2 again. Once I figure out this, I'm going to go ahead and go back up here. I'm going to plug it in. So y is equal to, y minus 8x equals 1. I'm going to plug this in right there. So y minus 8 times 1/2 equals 1. I get y minus 4 equals 1. Add 4 to both sides, and I get y is equal to 5. And if you notice, 1/2, 5 is the same answer as up here. So there's my answer, there's my answer. Alright? Now that's using the substitution and elimination method on the same problem. Now let's go to the second problem. I'm going to use elimination first. Remember, in elimination, x's and y's have to line up, and the numbers have to line up. Okay, so they look similar. I'm going to go ahead and eliminate the y values, so I'm going to multiply this by 2. So when I multiply that by 2, I get 4x plus 6y equals 68. This I'm going to leave by itself as 8x minus 6y equals negative 8. Simply just add straight down in this case. So when I add straight down, I end up getting 12x. These cancel out, equal 60. I then divide by 12. X is equal to 5. Alright, seems easy enough. Now, I'm going to plug this one in to the top one. So I'm going to write down my top one. And then I'm going to plug in this x for 5. So 2 plus 3y equals 34. I'm going to plug in that 5 right there. So I end up getting 10 plus 3y equals 34. Then I'm going to subtract the 10. And I end up getting 3y is equal to 24. Divide by 3. And y is equal to 8. And there's my solution, 5, 8. Alright? Now when I use substitution, I should get the same answer. So I'm going to write down both equations. So 2x plus 3y equals 34. This one is 8x minus 6y equals negative 8. Now, on this particular one, it's a little harder because I can't just solve for either x or y. I have to pick and choose which one. I guess I'm going to go ahead and choose this one and solve for y. So 2x plus 3y equals 34. I'm going to subtract the 2x. And I get 3y equals negative 2x plus 34. I'm going to go ahead and divide by 3. Y equals negative 2/3 x plus 34 over 3. Now, as you notice, this makes things a little bit more difficult because of these fractions, but we can still work through it. So I'm going to plug this in to this equation. So I'm going to go up here, 8x minus 6. Now I'm going to substitute that in. So negative 2/3 x plus 34 over 3. Okay, and then equals negative 8. Now, use your calculator and let it work for you. So, I'm going to break down to 8x. Now I'm going to distribute this right here. So on your calculator, this is what I want you to write. So I'm going to negative 6 times fraction negative 2 over 3. And that's going to be a 4x. So this is plus 4x. Now negative times a positive is going to be a negative. So again, use your calculator and go back up here. You can actually go back up into the top and multiply that by positive 34 over 3. And that turns out to be a negative 68. Negative 68. So minus 68 equals negative 8. Now, let's go ahead and combine that terms. I get 12x minus 68 equals negative 8. Add 68 to both sides. And if you notice, things start to shape up. And you get 12x equals 60, which is just what we had above. So when I divide by 12, I get x equals 5 again. Now again, folks, I'm on the same route. I can just choose one of the others. So I'm going to choose this one. 2 times 5 plus 3y equals 34. And sure enough, I get 10 plus 3y equals 34. When I subtract 10 from both sides, I get 3y equals 24. And that makes, basically when I divide by 3, I get y is equal to 8. And that gives me the solution of 5, 8, just as above.